Hello. For our third unit of environmental law and policy, we are going to talk about founding documents and enabling documents. By founding and enabling documents, I mean things like the Constitution of the United States and New York State's Constitution. We'll also look at some of the constitutions of foreign countries. Founding documents and enabling documents are extremely important because they create the permissions, or they give a nation or a state the right to create environmental policy. Without these documents, any policy or any action a government takes is essentially illegal. And so these founding documents are extremely important for setting the baseline of what's allowable for a country or a state to do. The U.S. Constitution was written in an era that we could maybe call pre-ecological or pre-environmental, in which not a lot of thought was given to the environment and environmental policy, but that doesn't mean that the U.S. Constitution is devoid of any connection to environmental policy. So we'll read the Constitution and we'll find those parts that do speak to the environment. New York State's Constitution is unique among state constitutions in the United States. It was the first state constitution to include environmental conservation as a right and as a component of the state's governance. Article 14 of the New York State's Constitution sets aside the Adirondack Park and Forest Preserve, and it created the baseline language for the U.S. Wilderness Act and for the land conservation policies that now we see adopted by countries around the world. And when we look at some of the constitutions of foreign countries, we'll see that many have environmental rights embedded in their constitution. Those are things like their right to clean air and clean water as constitutional rights, alongside things like the right to free speech or the right to freedom of religion or freedom of congregation. So that's what we mean by founding and enabling documents. We'll study these and we'll ask some really important questions about them and have a great discussion. All right, see you on the flip side.